A chance for the ball to be put into the mixer by McGuffey, and then the flick came from Jenkins. Boric makes the save, it goes down to make the double save. Well, a let off for Celtic. Dangerous ball in by McGuffey, and look, a great flick by Jenkins, scored against Aberdeen in midweek. He almost scored at Parkhead there. Celtic being set the challenge by Rangers. Oh, the Ibrox side's win at Easter Road in the lunchtime kickoff as Jan Turno goes through. Good save, beaten away by Boric. It's still in the danger area. Goes over eventually, but Celtic rocking here. The bottom side, Gretna. Well, it was good play down the right flank. Jan Turno got his shot away. Boric made the save. Back in the side, of course, this afternoon. There was a flick on initially by Jan Vennegood of Hesselink. Celtic had the chance. It's McDonald, and he goes in off the post. And heartbreak for Gretna. They've actually been the better side, the black and whites. When you can't knock the champions down, you don't take your chances. And Scott McDonald drills Celtic into the lead here. Good work by Vennegood of Hesselink and McGeady to set up the Australian. And he's back on the score sheet. Oh, nicely done. Inside it goes, the ball from Celtic. Jan Turno, saved again by Boric. The bane of the Uruguayan's life at the moment, Artur Boric. A couple of saves he's made from Fabian Jan Turno, who scored against Celtic earlier on in the season. Celtic forced to build again. This time they go long. McDonald. Shield the ball from Kenny Jukers, back helping in defence. There's Riordan. Just flashes wide from Derek Riordan. Looking to get himself on the score sheet, having began the match this afternoon, just wide then. And it's flicked on. Shots deflected, and it just goes wide. Well, Derek Riordan trying to justify his inclusion from the start. Actually came off his own player there. There's Brown. Looking for options ahead of him. One of them's Donati, gets it back from the Italian. It's Brown! And Celtic double their lead into the second half. Great finish from Scott Brown. Hasn't gotten the score sheet too often this season. It was a magnificent finish. Tony Craig in the Gretna goal might feel as though he should have done a little bit better there. Take nothing away from the finish. Well, hasn't been dealt with, and McDonald takes full advantage here. He's got Donati. Oh, it's a bad first touch, and Donati, the Italian, goes down. Well, the challenge came in from the Gretna skipper, Paul Murray. No penalties, as the referees. Donati holds his head in his hands. Horwood with the left foot. Oh, Boric commits himself. Oh, it's had to be hooked off the line. Another dangerous ball in by Evan Horwood as Davy Irons turns away. His final game for Gretna before returning to Sheffield United. Might even have come off the shoulder there. Gretna have done enough in the two games against the champions to suggest they can dig themselves out of the position they find themselves in. Forced to defend here. Oh, that's very casual defending there. And indeed, they could be found out here, Gretna. Oh, this is of their own making. Vennegood of Hesselink goes down. It's still in there for Celtic. McDonald goes down under the challenge of Tony Craig. Referee had a look at it. McDonald doesn't seem to claim for the penalty, pointing. Safe to say it was a corner kick. First it was Vennegood of Hesselink who went down. It was a good challenge from Collan, and then Craig with the second. Good first time ball. Now driving down the right flank, Celtic. It drops to Riordan. Then back across. McDonald can't force it in. Desperate defending from Gretna at the moment as it comes in from the left flank this time, and Naylor then thumped away by Gavin Skelton. Although it's not away, it's still inside the box. Good play once again, the back heel this time to the area. Very good if Hessling was up. He was always stretching to get to the ball there, though, the Dutchman. Couldn't get that one on target. It was good work initially, though, by McGeady firing it across. Eventually dropped to Riordan. Trying to play it back in there to the danger area. Another good ball, this time by Naylor. McGeady up against David Cowan. Dinks it into the near post. Craig makes the save, and again. Good double save by the former Highby. The ball hasn't gone out. It's McGeady. Lovely skill from McGeady. Gets the ball in across the header from Hartley. And off the crossbar. What's he got to do to score, Paul Hartley? It's all about the work by McGeady on the left. There's the first chance. Craig with the save. He was forced to make the double save from McDonald. And then McGeady again picking up. Cross to Paul Hartley. Flush off the crossbar. Stenati switching the play. Now Aidan McGeady. He's given David Cowan a torrid time this afternoon. And now it's McDonald, and it comes off the post. Well, it came off the post in the first half when McDonald scored. This time, though, the bounce wasn't with the Australian hitman, and it came back out to safety. You're 2-0 up, Gordon. Calm down. This is McGeady, just been named sponsors man of the match. And he scores the third goal of the match to celebrate. Touch of fortune as it came off Ryan McGuffey in its way in. It's the kind of afternoon it's been for Gretna. Just when you're at the bottom of the table, it doesn't really go for you. It went for Aidan McGeady there.
There was a minute's applause before